I'm gonna crib very, very heavily from another person who is a name in our scene, Charlie Rosen of the 8-Bit Big Band. He's a Grammy winner for, video game music
Nice.
and very much a big shot. But he gave an interview that I think was really him and Adam Neely, who's another YouTube person, talked about actually how video game music connects with jazz history. And that really connected some dots for me. So I'll paraphrase what he said because he said it better. But, you know, in the old days, in the jazz tradition, in like the 1940s and 50s, what was bebop? What was Charlie Parker and Cannonball Adderley doing? They were actually generally they were playing show tunes. They were playing you know, My One and Only Love, Misty, Autumn Leaves, I think even like these were all songs that were on Broadway.
Yeah.
That because they were the pop music of the day. And they were the songs that if you played in a club, people would recognize because they were the zeitgeist, to use your term.
Yeah.
And, and these jazz musicians were just kind of riffing off of the pop music. And if you look at today, well, I mean, no shade on Broadway, but there just isn't new Broadway music anymore. Like it's all adaptations and all whatever. But like, what are the songs that people know? Well, they know pop music, sure, but then they know video game music. And that is, and if you look at the way that video game music, particularly classic, like NES, Super NES, Genesis era music, it was built like show tunes were built, looping forms, AABA formats, you know, really cool progressions and chord changes and super recognizable melodies. Like the restraints of the hardware forced the music to be actually really, really good for jazz.
Yeah.
Um, and so, I mean, from my perspective, what we are doing by doing this video game jazz is carrying on very much that jazz tradition in for a new generation. I mean, I feel like I'm kind of overselling it a little bit, but like that's how I
No.
feel.